Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of my Trove news series. In this series, I bring you guys all the information that Trion give us, and I give it to you guys in one easy video. Now there's sort of a lot and sort of not today, so let's get right into it. The first thing is trials are going live next week. These are the class trials that we talked about, I think not last week, but the week before that, because I don't think there was even a video last week, if I remember correctly. And basically, as a little rundown, if you haven't seen that yet, you can try classes that you don't own yet, up to level 4 for free, without having to purchase a class coin. And that's basically it. That's all that's to it. Again, it's good because it didn't exist before, so there's no point in having it not exist. So there's nothing really bad to say about it. Next up is the collections UI is going to be updated in about 2 weeks. At least next week it's going up to PTS, which usually means it comes out the week after. And this is the cool new collections UI, kind of. So first thing they're adding is a search bar. Obviously the first thing you can see is just a new UI look to it. And new tabs and all that, but the first main thing is a search bar where you can search for anything specifically. So if you know you like Gonda and you don't want to go through all the tabs for Gonda, you just type in Gonda and it pops up right there. Next thing is the new categories, which you can see on the screen. Next up is you can hide uncollected loot. And this thing I have something to say about. Not really negative, but also not positive, just something to discuss. So this thing has it's like a double-edged sword. So for newer players that don't have much unlocked, this is going to be very, very good, because you can hide all your uncollected stuff, so you can only see the little bit of collected stuff that you have. However, on the opposite side, when you're a player like me and you have basically everything in the game and you're only looking for the stuff that you don't have yet, again, this is a small percentage of the player base that have this issue, and I would say the majority have the other side of the sword, so I guess it makes sense to be on this side of the sword. But basically for me, it's going to stay the same, where I have to search through every single tab to try to find the items that I'm missing, and I can't do anything about that. But on the opposite side, you can do something about that. So that's the only thing I have to say about it. Again, it wasn't negative, it wasn't positive, it was just a discussion about it. Next up, you can favorite styles, and you can favorite anything. So you can favorite mounts, allies, styles, recipes, you can favorite anything you want. This is pretty cool because this was talked about a long time ago. So I'm glad that they're finally bringing it in. So if you only like, say, one dragon, you like Gonda, you like Fortress, you like the Bellfire Phoenix, and you like the Insanus Steed. If those are your main mounts that you'd like to switch between, you can favorite them, and there's a tab that will only show you those mounts and allies. So like Rat Berserker, Chronomancer Quibsley, the Cotton Candy, if those are the only allies you use, then in Prowling Shadow, you can just have them all in one tab, so you don't have to search through all the allies. Same thing with Flask. Like, this is going to make Flask so fun, or easy, inside of Shadow Towers. I believe you could do Flask, so you might actually not be able to do Flask and emblems. I don't know 100%, but I think you might be able to. And if you could, this would make Shadow Towers a lot easier, because you can have, you can have Chaos, or you can have Bandolier, Chaos, Death Defying, and Valorous, and you don't have to, quickly look at the icons. You can just switch between them a lot easier when you do Ultras, so I think that'd be pretty cool for the favorites tab. That's my favorite part about this whole thing. They also have a tab for recently acquired, so if you just got a style and you don't know where it is, or you just want to find it easier, you can do that, or you just got a mount and you want to equip it right away, same thing. Same thing with recently equipped, so anything that you recently equipped, or the most recent things that you have equipped, will show up on that tab. And that's pretty much it. I would say it's kind of good. I like the idea of it, but in terms of the new categories, it kind of feels like the Vault tab in the store. You guys know how I've been talking about the Vault tab in the store. It's basically the same thing, where they kind of just threw everything in huge tabs that you have to scroll through. And I mean, they do have the search bar and the favorite function, which is very good for eliminating that whole Vault tab likeness. But it's still, you have to do it one time, I know, but you still have to do it that first time, and even if you, find something new, you have to do it again, not including the recently acquired tab. So, I don't know, that's the only issue I have with it, is it feels like they just, threw everything in huge tabs just to minimize the amount of tabs. But that just makes the tabs feel so big in terms of, mobility, literally wings, mag riders, mounts, anything that deals with the mobility, they're all just piled into one huge tab. They do have them separated in mini icons, which is pretty cool, but it's all the same thing. You have to scroll through it all if you do the whole big feature. I guess we can see next week. Maybe I'm making it out to be more than it is. I don't know. Their camera honestly was covering more than half of it, so you couldn't really see much. But we'll find out next week. and then I'll give my opinions again then a little bit better. This is just the first iteration that we have seen. So the next thing they showed off was a new Unicorn Dance Mag Rider, which is, I guess, something pretty cool. That's all they showed about it. Next thing is dragons. They will be coming at 3. These are the new community dragons, by the way. They will be coming out 3 at a time, and they're going to be sort of themed together. So the first themed release is going to be the Pinata Dragon. So there's going to be a Pinata Dragon, a Toy Dragon, and the dragon from Scream Hearts, which is the Purple Dragon. I don't know how that is themed towards them, but that's what the 3 that are releasing. You already know the Pinata Dragon. We've already seen that. All Pinatas will drop it. It'll also be tradable, so if you get the Pinata Dragon Egg, you can trade it, which is going to be pretty cool. Then they have a new dragon called the Toy Dragon, which I just mentioned, and it's kind of like a Lego. It's just made out of Legos, and honestly, to me, I don't really like it, but the visual effect is very, very cool. I like it when it shoots its fireball, the after effect, the huge, like, voxel cloud. That looks super awesome. And that's pretty much all they gave for the dragons. So the next thing is they're going to make the new player experience better? Question mark, I guess. So they're decreasing the amount of mastery points you need to level up at the beginning levels. I think 1 to 10 is already reduced, so they're probably talking about like 0 to 40 or 0 to 20 will probably be reduced. Like, you don't need 100 points per level, you only need like 50, which is kind of cool. They're also going to increase the drop rate for all low-level zones. I don't know what that means up to an extent. Like, I think it means at least up to U1, if not like U5 or 6, maybe even 7, because you know how U8 and U9 got buffed. They're probably just going to buff the entire rest of the game in terms of drop rates. And I'm kind of iffy on this. Like, yeah, it's cool that they're making things a little bit easier for newer players, but this doesn't make up for all the stuff that they've been doing. In fact, like 3 patches ago, they even made new players' lives a little bit more miserable, like they've been doing for the past like 5 months now. But it's the 6th month of, yeah, so it's been like 5 months that they've been just like pounding and pounding and pounding the new players. And it's like shooting someone and then saying sorry after, right? Like, yeah, they're making up for it, but you've already done it, the deed. You've already done the damage. So I don't know. I'm kind of iffy. Again, it's positive. It's not a negative thing that they're making it easier for new players, but it's also like I said, it's like shooting somebody and then saying sorry after. You just don't do that. That doesn't make up for it. And that's pretty much it. They did mention that the new class is going to use a gun, so that's all the information that we got to this week. So that's pretty much it. Again, not really. This was just alright changes. I kind of like the new collections. I'm kind of iffy on it. I want to see more of it. I want to really see it like in PTS. I'll check it out and make a video giving my true opinions on that. Dragons are coming out soon, so I'm super excited for that. I'm really glad that the Pinata Dragon Egg is tradable. That means I can just buy it, which is what I usually do. And I guess it's kind of cool that they're making new player experience a little bit better. So that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give a like, and I'll see you guys next time.